Okay, it's time for Easter Cozy Mysteries. I've got my angry bunny cat who doesn't want to be here. I don't want to be here. Mommy's ears scare me. I was fine until Mommy put the ears on. They scare me. Anyways, welcome to the D. Louise book series. Shoot. Christina Karras, Tina. This is where we read books, talk about books, no special effects, no theme music. And I picked out a couple of cozies. And usually, when I do these, I'll go through and read you the reviews from my favorite magazine. But all of these authors have been. What are you doing? What are you doing? All of these authors have been 4-star authors in here. So I decided to go with more recenter editions than go through the magazine and pulling older ones. Someone was saying that they didn't like the fact that I was choosing ones from 2012, 13, 14, 15. They wanted more recent volumes. So this is more recent volumes. This is Easter Cozy. I have my one little Easter decoration and my Easter ears. So we can get down to cozies. Are you ready for some cozy mysteries? Show me the bunny. Lauren Benson. Goodbye. Ah! Can't wear my glasses and my ears at the same time. Aunt Rose already has a strike against her for not being too fond of dogs, or Aunt Peg, but Melanie still agrees to organize Easter festivities at Gallagher House. The new women's shelter opened by the stern former nun, even if it takes all the jelly beans in Greenwich to sweeten the arrangement. No sooner does Melanie arrive to dye multicolored eggs and stuffed baskets than she learns devastating news about Beatrice Gallagher, the respected benefactor of the estate. Beatrice has fallen to her death, and the circumstances are shocking. Oh, and by the way, this is If Then 54 or 55. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check. The Easter edition. The Easter Cozy Mystery Edition of If Then. And I've got a bad sinus strip today, sorry. These are all really good authors. Karen McEney. It's springtime in Dewberry Farm, and homesteader Lucy Resnick is putting together her wares for the Easter market. She's just finished potting the last of her herb starts when a tornado rips through her farm, destroying her crops, scattering her livestock, and tearing up the barn. As Lucy reaches for 2 kids lost in the storm, she makes a grisly discovery. Her neighbor's home health aide, Eva, strangled with a knitted scarf. Sounds good. This lady has been in multiple Flashback Mondays. She's got one for every little season. So I should sit back here so you can see my ears. Joanne Fluke, triple chocolate cheesecake murder. Hannah's up to her ears with Easter orders rushing in at Cookie Jar, plus a festive meal to prepare her dinner party at her mother's penthouse. But everything comes crashing to a halt when Hannah receives a panic call from her sister Andre. Mayor Richard Bascom has been murdered, and Andrea is the prime suspect. Even with his reputation for being a bully, Major Bascom, or Ricky Ticky, as Hannah's mother likes to call him, has been unusually testy in the days leading up to his death, leaving Hannah to wonder if he knew he was in danger. Meanwhile, folks with a motive for mayoral murder are popping up in Lake Eden. Was it a beleaguered colleague, a political rival, a jealous wife, or a scorned mistress? Oh, don't you want to get some cheesecake now? I hope you have a good Easter, though. We have read quite a few of her books for my videos. I have read quite a few of her books in my video. Please go check them all out. We've done the last few. I did quite a few there for a while. Sarah Booth Delaney, CAROLYN HAINES. She takes her pets with her. She takes her cats and her dogs with her on solving crimes. She uses them. The author uses them to distract the bad guys. She's interesting, and her best friend Tinky, they solve murder mysteries, and they've got a whole gang of assistants. Um, as Sarah Booth sees it, Easter weekend is a time to celebrate life in all its many forms. So when newly pregnant Tinky invites Sarah Booth and Cece on a girls' trip to Lucindale, Mississippi to celebrate that spring has especially sprung. Oh, I have done this for my video, so go check out. I did a video on this book. It might have been last year, though, but you'll have to go check it out. But I did do a video. I remember this. The Garden of Bones, a mini creation of Holy Land with recreations of all parts of the Middle East for the Sunrise Easter service led by Daniel Reynolds, biblical scholar, gardener, and creator of the garden. I didn't like him very much. Unfortunately for Sarah Booth and the gang, someone doesn't seem to appreciate the season. Easter morning has just dawned when the trio find themselves at Mount of Olives with a dead body at their feet. Reynolds identifies the man as a local lawyer, Perry Slay, who was known well for his sly and underhanding dealings. Perry rubbed plenty of people the wrong way, and now it looks like someone rubbed him out. I have two for this lady. I couldn't decide if I was a blue or a yellow. Sorry. Sinus drip is really bad today. Alright, let's do blue. Easter Bunny Murder. Lucy has always loved the annual Easter egg hunt for the Penny Saver, hosted by elderly socialite Vivian Van Vost at Point. Her luxurious oceanfront estate. It's a swanky event where the grown-ups sip cocktails while the children search for eggs that are likely to contain saving bonds as they are jelly beans. But when Lucy arrives with her 3-year-old grandson, Vivi's normal, welcoming gates are locked and a man dressed as the Easter Bunny emerges only to drop dead moments later. The Easter Bunny Murder. And the Easter Bonnet Murder. Known for cheerful staff and elaborate annual Easter bonnet contest, the Heritage House Senior Center regularly attracts new residents and positive press. But once the town retired librarian Miss Julia Tilley checks in to recover from an illness, Lucy sees a side of the facility that isn't quite so perfect and pristine, and the place may be making headlines for different reasons following an unexplained disappearance. Lucy can't fathom how Agnes Neal could go missing from an assisted living over a silly Easter bonnet contest, or why few seem concerned as signs point to foul play. A retired journalist with an independent mind, Agnes has an eye for details and interest in conforming to catty cliques or rules set by her caretakers, traits that threaten some and anger others. While police stall the investigation without answers, Lucy realized backstabbing has no age limit when alarming parallels bloom between her daughter's college frenemies and social circus at Heritage House, gathering clues as flimsy as a half-eaten milk chocolate bunny. Lucy must discover what happened to Agnes before her own story becomes another springtime tragedy left unsolved. Ah! This lady has one for every season, too. Eggs in a casket. Want some tea? This is our tea lady, Laura Childs. This is a Cackleberry Club mystery, but she does the tea ones, too. While Petra handles the breakfast rush at Cackleberry Club, the Others Cafe 2 owners Suzanne and Tony head to Memorial Cemetery to help prepare for the 150th anniversary celebration. But as they search the wind path for the Historical Society tent, they discover something else out of place: the body of ex-prison warden Lester Drummond lying face down in someone else's freshly dug grave. In the small town of Kindred, everyone knows everyone, and Lester was no exception. Suzanne knew him as the creepy guy who made unwanted advances on her friend Missy Langston. But now it appears that the man was hiding a few secrets, and at least one of them was worth killing for. These are good. I like these. These are good chocolate Easter bunny mysteries for your Easter day. These would be good for Easter presents, too. Have an Easter book on Easter to read about Easter. Well, the chocolate side of Easter. Joanne Call, the chocolate bunny brouhaha. The chocolate bunny. Don't you want to go out? Did you get some bunnies? Oh, well, actually, this airs on Friday, so, Sunday. Will you get bunnies in your basket? Will your husband or spouse or mother or father give you chocolate for Easter? The approach of Easter means a rush of business at 10 Hunnis Chocolab, and Lee and her Aunt Nettie need all the help they can get to make their famous chocolate bunnies. Unfortunately, new hire Bunny Birdsong is a klutzy basket case, dropping everything she picks up, but to Lee's surprise, she's a whiz with computers and fixing the store's website, so they decide to keep her. However, Bunny receives a few visitors they could do without. Her soon-to-be ex-beau, his wealthy Aunt Abigail, and his new girlfriend and her brother all descend on the shop one day and have a bitter argument. Lee hopes they can find a peaceful way to settle their dispute and not bring any more trouble to Tenhus. But when Abigail's body is discovered in the vacant store next door, it's clear to Lee that there's a bad egg in her midst, and now she has to find out who it is. These are cute. These are cute. Aunt Dimity's and the Widow's Curse. I'm not exactly sure. It's early April in the small English village of Finch, and everyone at the village committee meeting is surprised when the elderly, soft-spoken widow, Miss Annabel Craven, stands to make an announcement. She's decided to hold a quilting bee in the old schoolhouse. At the quilting bee, Laurie ends up seated beside Mrs. Craven, delighted at the company to learn more about her neighbor's life in the nearby village of Old Cowerton. But during their conversation, sweet Miss Craven reveals matter-of-factly that her first husband was a horrid man who deserved to die, so she killed him. Laurie is taken back. Should she report the crime to the authorities and see Miss Craven hauled off to jail? Could there really be a murder in their midst, or is Miss Craven suffering from some strange delusion? Did she just, oh, I wish you would have killed him, or I did kill him, but I really didn't. I'm just wishing I did. Is that the way it is, or did she really do it? With Aunt Dimity's advice, Laurie sets out with pre-prime to Old Cowerton to uncover the truth. It's there they learn what the villagers refer to as the Widow's Curse. And the deeper Laurie digs, the more horrifying the tale becomes, until she uncovers the most astonishing revelation of them all. See? Nickeled and dimed to death. Denise Swanson. Dev's five and dime may be doing well, but her love life is a turmoil. She's torn between Deputy U.S. Marshal Jake Delvecchio, who is an undercover assignment, and her ex-beau Nora Underwood, the local doctor from a high school family. Dev welcomes the distraction when Elsie Whitmore offers her a great deal on an antique chocolate mold. That would be perfect for her Easter basket, but Do the molds actually belong to Elsie's soon-to-be ex-husband? In buying them, has Dev committed a felony? When Elsie is found shot to death, the mystery deepens and Dev's good friend Boone, who discovered the body, is taken into custody. With the help of her best friends, Dev must clear Boone's name and find the real killer. These are good. These are really good. Let's see. I don't know why this one is included, but we'll throw it in because it's a cozy. A Perilous Pal, Laura Bradford. I'm not exactly sure why this was included, but it's a cozy, so it might as well. Emma Westlake, a proprietor of Fend for Hire, finds a heart-wrenching email from a prospective client in her box. The email is from Kim Felder, a woman struggling with empty nest syndrome and out-of-left-field divorce. Determined to help Kim in a better headspace, Emma suggests she draft a bucket list of things that she's always wanted to do in her life but put off in favor of taking care of everyone else. Together they fulfill their fun baking classes, traveling and dancing in the middle of the street for no reason. Kim also adds in some hilarious items about getting even with her ex. But all the laughter ends when Kim's words end up dead via one of Kim's proposed now. Kim is Deputy Jack Warden's house suspect in a murder Emma knows she didn't commit. Emma will have to put her budding relationship with the deputy on the line to uncover a murderer. And our last two, these ladies we see a lot. This book needs some loving. This book needs some loving. We are split. I'm going to have to tape it. Joanne Fluke, the Carrot Cake Murderer. Did we do this one? Did we do it in hardcover? And I'm just a Easter bunny with scattered brained here today. What's this? Oh, that was chocolate cheesecake. So we do have her twice. So we had chocolate cheesecake murder. And I liked her so much I got carrot cake murder too. Uncle Gus is immediately the hit of a reunion. He's almost as popular as Hannah's scrumptious carrot cake, which is also Gus' favorite. But the next morning, as the whole family gathers for the group photo, one person is missing. Hannah offers to track down Uncle Gus, but her search leads to a fucking find. Over the bar at the pavilion, she spots 2 slices of her infamous carrot cake, frosting downside on the floor, and Gus's corpse next to it. Uh-oh. Yeah, better find out who killed him. And our final Easter coffee, Easter cozy. Toxic Toffee, Amanda Flower. Oh, I hate this. Wait, hold on a second. Okay, I stopped coughing. Sorta, kinda. Bailey Kings in New York's wrapping up a 6-week shoot on her first cable TV show. Bailey Amish sweets when she gets a call from her Ohio town resident busybody. With Easter around the corner, Bailey has been recruited to create a giant toffee bunny for the week-long springtime festival that will also feature live rabbits. Back home in Harvest, death becomes the main attraction when Stefan Raber keels over for an apparent heart attack, with Bailey and Raber's bunnies as witnesses. Except it wasn't Raber's heart that suddenly gave out. A lethal dose of Lily of the Valley was mixed into a tasty piece of toffee. Who'd want to poison a jovial rabbit farmer who reminded Bailey of an Amish Santa Claus? To solve the murder, she and her sheriff deputy boyfriend Aiden must uncover a 20-year-old secret. She'll need to pull a rabbit out of a hat to keep a healthy distance from toxic people, including one venomous killer. And there goes our top 10, I see, cozy Easters. Let's see, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and our couple of extras. Oh, I did this. 11 and 12 and an extra. I hope you have a happy Easter. And don't forget to check out If Then on Monday. Flashback Monday. Thank you for coming for If Then Friday, Easter edition, cozy edition. Have a good one.